Hey everybody, it's Nazar from Nazar's Fine Crafts, and today we are going to learn to do a crisscross stitch. My mother asked me specifically to do a tutorial on this, and it's one of the simpler ones, but yes, it is kind of confusing when it says to go behind to crisscross it. So, if you like these kind of tutorials, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. Hit that notification bell. I do giveaways, and you want to be notified when you can get some free yarn. So let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and chained a foundation chain. It is difficult to do a crisscross stitch on a foundation chain initially. You can get there where you want to be if you wanted to do crisscross the whole project through. But for this, I did a chain of 25. I came back over and double crocheted in the third chain and then all the way across, so I have 24 double crochets counting this chain. You want an even number if you want the crisscross stitch to work. So for the end, we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and so if you're doing rows of the crisscross stitch, you will end up with just a single double crochet in each end. So I will do this all the way across to show you, and then start another row. So you're going to do like you're going to double crochet. You're not going to go into this chain here and you're going to skip your first double crochet. So double crochet in the next, so not in the chain, skip one, double crochet. So it looks like you have a triangle there at the end. Then you're going to do like a double crochet, and instead of going in the next one, you're going to go behind this double crochet and through the triangle and hook that double crochet through the loop. I like to hold down this initial double crochet here so that I can work mine up, and as I'm working it up I will release it so that it moves up, and you're just going to do like a normal double crochet, and there's our first crisscross. You're going to double crochet, you're going to skip a stitch, double crochet in the next. Once again, double crochet, go behind that last double crochet and go into that space that you skipped and do your double crochet. You can do this with half double crochets as well, or even triple crochet. So anything above a half double crochet and above, you can do this crisscross stitch. So you're going to skip a stitch, double crochet, double crochet in the stitch you skipped. So you see the pattern, it's just X's all the way across. Skip, double crochet, double crochet in the skip stitch, go behind, skip a stitch, double crochet. You could also go in front to do your crisscross, but I find that more difficult. Now if you did your stitches more like this, then it might not be so bad, but with the way I hold my hook, if you are an experienced crocheter or even a beginner, you should be able to somewhat figure out how to get into that single crochet that you skipped, or into that space that you skipped. So you're going to do this all the way across until you hit the second to last space. So skip a stitch, double crochet, go behind, double crochet in the skip stitch. That's hard to say unless you're specifically pronouncing it. So, and then this will be my last crisscross. And then we have the chain that we started with, just a single double crochet in that chain. So that's your first row. And then for the next row, you're going to chain 2, turn your work. And in this one, it kind of marks it for you. Skip that single, or skip that first space, double crochet, go in front of, or behind, and do your crisscross. And if you do it the same every time, all of your X's will go in the same direction. So let me get a few done here so I can show that to you. My yarn fell off the table. I don't know if you saw that earlier, but it'll be okay. I just need to make sure I have some slack here. Okay, so you see it'll start doing the row like that. So go all the way to the end, just in the very top of those first crisscrosses. And you don't have to do crisscrosses on crisscrosses. You could do a crisscross row and then do single crochet all the way across, and then another crisscross row. It kind of breaks it up where it gives like a flat line between, or double crochet in between the crisscross rows. So there's so many ways to use this stitch, and this is a good way, another good simple way to add some texture to a pattern that you have going on. So I'm on my last crisscross there, and in your chain 2 space of that first one, you go in and just double crochet. So, and as long as you're staying right on top of those other X's, you shouldn't need to count too much, maybe the first couple of rows, and then it squares off nicely. So this is a crisscross stitch. If you like this kind of tutorial, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel below. Again, hit that notification bell because you might be able to win some free yarn, and we'll see you later. Bye.